Vedas and Upanishad. We swear by them, right? Tell me even one reference of temple in there. It's not there. It is not that temples are bad, but people of those Vedic times, they could experience God everywhere. India is a land of spirituality. You have never heard of saying that India is a place of religions. And there is a big difference. Religion is all external things. And religion separates us. My religion is better than yours. Yours, you'll say, I'm better than somebody else's. And competition thrives and the differences will be so much. And taking away our attention to the outward forms robs us from the real essence which spirituality offers. Let me give you an example. Every religion says God is there, right? Person of religion, what he will do or she will do? Bow the head down on external statues. That is their level of faith. Is it wrong or right? I would not comment. Spirituality says God is everywhere. Feel the presence of God in yourself. You don't have to search outside. And that's why in our Shastras, one of the definitions of God or Atman is Antaryamin, one who dwells within. Searching for that Antaryamin outside is against the definition itself. Isn't it? So it opposes the entire view of it. How can you experience God outside yourself? You can never experience. Only things that we can perceive externally are things that we perceive with five senses. They have to be objects. We cannot make God an object because He is the subject. Subject cannot be objectified and can never be perceived with five senses. One has to transcend senses and experience. So then this is where somewhere along, at some point in history, we have deviated from a sense of spirituality and have really fallen. Let me give you another classical example. Vedas and Upanishad. We swear by them, right? Tell me even one reference of temple in there. It's not there. It is not that temples are bad, but people of those Vedic times, they could experience God everywhere. They could experience in the oceans, in the sun, in the sky, in the trees, in every animate and inanimate object. They could feel the presence. So there was no need to build anything extra. And they could worship all these external things because their perception was there. At some point, we lost that ability to perceive things, yet we continued in their footsteps without perceiving the essence of godliness. It became ritual, and we continued doing that without the experience. So if you ask your mother or father or grandma, Mommy or grandma, do you believe in God? She'll say, of course I do. And if she's not in good mood, she'll get angry. Why are you asking such a question? Don't you think I am a believer of God? Isn't it? But when you ask a fundamental question, why do you believe? Then she would say, oh, my grandma taught me, or my mother taught me, or our Shastras, they teach us all this. But what about you? Have you experienced? Then you have to wait for an answer, and there will not be any answer. Spirituality is all about, of course, you believe in God, fine. What do you do next? Try to experience. That is the call of spirituality. And then the next phase opens up also. Most people don't go beyond religion. Very rare one goes into spirituality. And even rarer goes into the next phase, which I like to share. Okay, you experienced once. Is it enough? It's like you enjoyed the hospitality of a very rich friend of yours. You stay with him for 3 months, enjoy everything. You come back home after 3 months. Then you say, oh, I have experienced the wealthy man's, potential of having things. But deep down in your heart, you would feel, no, experience was good, but I like to become rich. I like to become wealthy. So divine experiences are great. It's better than belief. But they are not enough. They have exposed you to an experience, but a next phase must come. I must become divine. Once in a while, experiencing godliness is not good. I must become that which I have experienced. And then next stage comes. When you become divine, what happens? Then bliss descends. You become very free. You become in osmosis, in synchronicity with godliness. There's some sort of bliss. And you will feel that this bliss is also a bit too heavy. You'll say, let me renounce this also. So you are actually now transcending Sat Chit Anand state. And that's what heartfulness offers us, that it's not enough to believe, try to experience. It's not enough to experience, try to become that experience. And then if possible, go beyond the bliss. Say goodbye to it. And that is true renunciation. See, it's easy to throw away the family and say, goodbye family, But to drive away the bliss itself, considering it as a burden, who can do it? Everybody wants bliss. But going beyond, you are totally free. You are free from even anandam. It's a state worth experiencing.